crispiness, the chewiness, the straight-up deliciousness.
This is an emergency message transmitted at the request of the National Tsunami Warning Center. At 9 a.m., a 9.0 magnitude earthquake was detected in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This earthquake has triggered a large tsunami, which is now approaching Los Angeles, California. The tsunami is expected to arrive in approximately 2 hours. This tsunami will be extremely dangerous, with the potential for severe flooding and destruction along the coastline. Residents of Los Angeles are urgently advised to evacuate to higher ground immediately. Do not wait for the tsunami to hit. Leave low-lying and coastal areas now. Repeat, a 9.0 magnitude earthquake in the Pacific Ocean has generated a large tsunami, now heading toward Los Angeles, California. Anyone in Los Angeles must evacuate to higher ground immediately. Follow all evacuation orders from local authorities and stay tuned for updates. This is an emergency message transmitted at the request of local authorities. A deadly tsunami has struck Los Angeles, California. The tsunami was triggered by a 9.0 magnitude earthquake in the Pacific Ocean earlier today, causing severe flooding and widespread damage. In addition to the tsunami, a biohazard has been released into the environment due to an explosion at the Ham Street Chemicals Incorporated virus research facility. A state of emergency has been declared for Los Angeles and surrounding areas due to the severity of the tsunami and the ongoing biohazard threat. Local, state, and federal authorities are working together to address both the disaster and public health risks. Multiple unknown viruses have been dispersed into the affected areas, and authorities are advising all residents to stay indoors and avoid contact with floodwaters, as they may be contaminated. To prevent exposure to potentially hazardous materials, seal windows, air vents, and doors. Wear masks and protective clothing if you must leave your home. For your safety, do not approach flood zones or the facility at 826 North Ham Street, and report any symptoms like fever, coughing, or difficulty breathing immediately. Authorities are continuing to assess both the tsunami's aftermath and the biohazard threat. Stay tuned for official updates and follow all evacuation orders. Further information will be provided as the situation develops. This is an emergency message transmitted at the request of local authorities. A dangerous viral outbreak, identified as Necrovirus-X, has been confirmed in Los Angeles, California, following the recent tsunami. Symptoms include fever, nausea, and vomiting, followed by loss of consciousness. Those infected who regain consciousness display severe aggression, violent and cannibalistic behavior. They will relentlessly pursue and attack any uninfected individual. They are highly fast and extremely dangerous. This virus is highly contagious. Avoid all contact with infected individuals. Direct contact with infected individuals will result in transmission. Stay indoors, barricade all entry points, and avoid any exposure at all costs. If you experience any symptoms, immediately call 911 and avoid contact with others. If you encounter anyone infected, stay away from them. A mandatory quarantine is in effect for the entire state of California. All travel in and out of the state is strictly prohibited and is being enforced by the U.S. National Guard. Anyone who attempts to bypass quarantine measures will be arrested or met with deadly force. Remain indoors, avoid all contact with infected individuals, and monitor official sources for further updates. Stand by for further instructions.
This is a code red. Repeat, this is a code red. This is the California National Guard broadcasting on all emergency frequencies. A full-scale containment failure has occurred. Infected individuals carrying Necrovirus-X have breached quarantine. Repeat, Necrovirus-X infected individuals have breached containment. Those infected exhibit extreme aggression, violent and cannibalistic behavior, and an insatiable drive to attack the uninfected. They are faster, stronger, and completely devoid of fear or pain. If you see any infected, exterminate them with extreme prejudice. The infection has already spread beyond California's borders and is now confirmed in Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon. The National Guard forces in these states are under orders to use all necessary measures, including deadly force, to prevent further spread. We are overwhelmed. Our forces are outnumbered. All available military branches are ordered to deploy immediate reinforcements. We cannot hold the line much longer. This is a national emergency. We need backup now. Mayday, mayday, anyone receiving this, respond immediately.
This is CNN Breaking News.
In the wake of the devastating tsunami that struck California, widespread riots have broken out across the state. Violent protests and clashes with law enforcement have been reported in major cities including Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego. Reports indicate that these riots are not confined to California. Over the past 48 hours, similar disturbances have emerged in neighboring states, including Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon. Authorities are struggling to maintain order as unrest continues to grow. The cause of the riots remains unclear, though experts and local observers are speculating that the outbreak of a mysterious virus, believed to have been released during the Northam Street incident, could be playing a significant role in escalating tensions. The virus is rumored to cause aggressive, erratic behavior, and some witnesses have reported seeing individuals acting in a highly violent manner, leading to fears of further chaos spreading across the region. Authorities have yet to confirm the virus's role in these events, but with the situation rapidly evolving, citizens are being urged to stay indoors and avoid large gatherings as investigations continue.
This is an emergency message transmitted at the request of the U.S. government. A deadly virus called Necrovirus-X has been released in Los Angeles, California, following that tsunami. This virus is causing infected individuals to exhibit aggressive, cannibalistic behavior, and they are now being referred to as zombies, after the mythical creature known for consuming humans to spread infection. Since then, the zombie outbreak has spread rapidly to neighboring states including Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon. In response to the escalating crisis, the president has declared a state of emergency and instituted martial law across these affected states. To combat the growing threat and restore order, the U.S. military has been mobilized to kill the zombies and enforce the law. A mandatory curfew has been implemented in these states from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. Anyone found outside during these hours will be detained by military or law enforcement personnel. All citizens residing in California, Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon, you must stay indoors and lock all doors and windows. Fortify your home by blocking entry points. Do not hesitate to kill zombies, as they are no longer human. It is recommended to use ranged weaponry, such as firearms or a bow and arrow, for effective killing of zombies. Avoid using close combat weapons unless absolutely necessary for your safety. If you are bitten or scratched by a zombie, you must commit suicide. Although this is harsh, this must be done to protect others from the infection. If you must leave your home for safety or supplies, travel in groups and armed if possible. State authorities are working with the National Guard to contain the outbreak. Stay tuned to local broadcasts and official communication channels for ongoing updates. Follow all evacuation orders and remain in place until further instructions are given.
Widespread riots have erupted across the United States, with violent protests and clashes between rioters and law enforcement reported in major cities nationwide. Disturbingly, it appears that these rioters are not ordinary protesters but individuals infected with Necrovirus-X, exhibiting zombie-like behavior and attacking those around them. These riots are not confined to the United States. Over the past week, similar disturbances have been reported in various countries around the world, further escalating the global crisis. It is believed that the rioters are, in fact, zombies. Authorities are urging all citizens to stay indoors and avoid large gatherings for their own safety. The situation remains highly volatile and continues to evolve rapidly.
This is an emergency message transmitted at the request of the U.S. government. This is an urgent message regarding the ongoing Necrovirus-X outbreak. The virus has now spread across the entire United States and is confirmed to have reached numerous countries worldwide. The situation is dire, and the zombie outbreak has escalated rapidly. In response to the growing threat, a nationwide curfew has been imposed from 8 p.m. to 11 a.m. During these hours, anyone found outside their homes will be automatically shot and killed by the military as part of an effort to contain the spread of zombies. The U.S. military is engaged in continuous combat with the infected, but it remains unclear whether they are succeeding in regaining control of the situation. The severity of the outbreak is such that even spending just a few minutes outside your home or shelter makes you almost certain of being attacked and infected by a zombie. To maximize your chances of survival, it is critical that all citizens stay indoors at all costs. Prepare and pack essential supplies such as food, water, clothing, hygiene products, a hand-cranked or battery-powered radio, and a first aid kit. Ration your supplies if resources are limited, as access to food, water, and other necessities is becoming increasingly scarce. Arm yourself with any weapon to defend yourself from zombies. Stay away from zombies if a zombie tries to attack you. Do not hesitate to kill the zombie. Please remain vigilant and follow these instructions to protect yourself and your loved ones.
Los muertos están atacando y devorando a los vivos. Para sobrevivir, debes armarte con armas de fuego y matar a cualquier zombie que intente atacarte. Si un zombie te ataca, pronto te convertirás en uno de ellos y deberás suicidarte para salvar a los que te rodean.
Esta é uma mensagem oficial do governo brasileiro. Todas as grandes cidades do Brasil foram dominadas por zumbis devoradores de carne. Qualquer sobrevivente que estiver recebendo esta transmissão deve fugir para o interior da floresta amazônica para aumentar suas chances de sobrevivência. Os remanescentes do governo brasileiro já se relocaram para a Amazônia na tentativa de continuar funcionando. Embora existam zumbis na floresta, seu número é significativamente menor do que nas cidades. O paradeiro do presidente é desconhecido. O futuro do governo é incerto e ele está à beira do colapso. Sobreviventes, ajam agora. Fujam para a Amazônia enquanto ainda há tempo.
This is an emergency warning from the Australian government. Necrovirus-X has severely affected many Australians, turning them into zombies. Cities such as Cairns, Townsville, Mackay, Gladstone, and Brisbane are now almost entirely overrun with the infected. These areas are highly dangerous. Avoid them at all costs. If any of your family members become infected with Necrovirus-X, you must kill them. Failure to do so will result in them turning into zombies. To prevent this, it is necessary to kill them right away. Stay alert, remain safe, and follow all official instructions to protect yourself and your loved ones. In light of the ongoing Necrovirus-X pandemic, the Australian government is losing control. The spread of the virus has overwhelmed authorities, and key government structures have crumbled. Communication is breaking down, and military forces are struggling to contain the outbreak. With many major cities lost to the zombie infestation, the nation's leadership is struggling to maintain order. The possibility of a total collapse of governments is imminent, and survival now depends largely on individual actions and local communities. Citizens are urged to take matters into their own hands, seek shelter, and continue to stay vigilant as the situation continues to deteriorate.
ネクロウイルス -X が日本に到達し、人間を鬼のようなモンスターに変えています。これらのモンスターを避けるか、殺す必要があります。モンスターを殺すための効果的な方法は、刀で首をはねることか、銃で撃つことです。これらのモンスターを殺すのは自己責任で言ってください。もしモンスターに噛まれた場合、あなたはすぐに彼らのようになってしまいます。もし噛まれた場合は、刀やナイフで自らを刺して切腹し、名誉を守り、モンスターになることを避けてください。
The Necrovirus-X has reached Japan and is turning humans into demon monsters. You must either avoid these monsters or kill them. Two great ways of killing these monsters is beheading them by katana or shooting them with firearms. Kill these monsters at your own risk. Once you are bitten by them, you will soon turn into them. If you are bitten, commit seppuku by stabbing yourself with a katana or knife to keep your honor and avoid becoming a monster.
좀비가 부산과 서울을 장악했습니다. 이 지역은 현재 매우 위험하므로 어떤 경우에도 접근해서는 안 됩니다. 상황은 심각하며 대규모 혼란과 파괴가 발생하고 있습니다. 현재 대통령의 행방은 알려지지 않았으며 정부와의 연락이 끊겼습니다. 생존자는 즉시 대피소를 찾고 필수적인 물품을 모아 숨을 곳을 마련해야 합니다. 감염된 자에게 접근하지 말고 가능한 위험에 대비하여 항상 경계를 늦추지 말아야 합니다.
这是一条来自中国共产党的消息。僵尸已经占领了所有中国城市，请勿接近僵尸。如果被僵尸咬伤，您将变成僵尸。请立即寻求地下避难所，收集足够的食物和水，至少能维持7天。请勿离开避难所，直到另行通知。
Это сообщение от Российской Федерации. Президент Путин, российская армия, которая пала под натиском зомби-инфекции, превратив Москву в кошмарную кормушку. Вспышка быстро распространилась, погрузив несколько городов в хаос. Российская армия отступает из Украины, чтобы справиться со вспышкой зомби в этой стране. А пока ищите убежище с достаточным количеством еды и воды. Ждите дальнейших указаний.
Bitte warten Sie auf eine Nachricht der deutschen Regierung. Notfall. Deutschland ist nun von Zombies befallen. Der Ausbruch hat sich schnell im ganzen Land verbreitet und große Städte sowie Dörfer überrannt. Die einst stabile Infrastruktur ist zusammengebrochen, und die Bevölkerung wurde dezimiert. Überlebende werden dringend aufgefordert, große Städte zu meiden, da diese infizierte Gebiete sind, und sofort Zuflucht zu suchen.
I zombie hanno conquistato l'Italia. L'epidemia di Necrovirus-X si è diffusa rapidamente in tutto il paese, sopraffacendo città e paesi. Località principali come Roma, Milano e Venezia sono cadute nelle mani degli zombie, e intere regioni sono state invase da orde di morti viventi. Il governo italiano è collassato completamente, con i principali funzionari uccisi o trasformati negli infetti. Devi agire immediatamente per garantire la tua sicurezza. Cerca rifugio in luoghi isolati e fortificati lontano dagli infetti. Raccoglie rifornimenti essenziali come cibo, acqua e risorse mediche e preparati a sopravvivere a lungo termine. Non fare affidamento su aiuti esterni, poiché il governo e le infrastrutture militari non sono più operativi. Fai attenzione agli infetti, che sono implacabili nella loro ricerca di vittime umane. Le forze militari non sono più in grado di mantenere il controllo e i sistemi di comunicazione sono crollati. La legge e l'ordine sono disintegrati e la società è in pieno caos. Il paese non funziona più come un'entità stabile e i pochi sopravvissuti sono costretti a cavarsela da soli. L'Italia non esiste più.
This is the BBC with an urgent message from His Majesty's Government. Please stand by. This is the BBC with an urgent message from His Majesty's Government. Please stand by. The Necrovirus-X outbreak has caused a devastating transformation, with the vast majority of the British population turning into flesh-eating zombies. Major cities across the UK are now overrun, with the streets flooded by hordes of the undead. Both the Prime Minister and the royal family are missing, leaving the nation in a state of uncertainty and fear. In a desperate attempt to curb the escalating crisis, the British government has made the extreme decision to deploy nuclear bombs on the most infected cities. If your city is among those targeted, an attack warning red will be broadcast on your television as a final alert. Should you hear an attack warning red, it is crucial to seek immediate underground shelter. Gather enough food and water to last for at least 14 days, and do not leave your shelter under any circumstances. Stay inside and ensure your safety until the threat subsides. Please stand by for more information. Please stand by for more information. Please stand by for more info. Attack warning red. Attack warning red. Seek immediate shelter. Seek immediate shelter. Attack warning red. Attack warning red.
United Nations Necrovirus-X pandemic report, a highly lethal and unstoppable pandemic, identified as Necrovirus-X, has spread to every corner of the globe. There is no sanctuary, no safe haven, no escape. This virus does not simply kill, it erases humanity. Infected individuals lose all cognition, all reason, all trace of their former selves. They become ravenous, mindless predators, zombies, hunting the uninfected and spreading the plague further. Civilization has collapsed, most governments have fallen. Cities burn, overwhelmed by the dead. Military strikes, quarantines, and scientific interventions have all failed. There is no containment. There is no cure. The human species is now on the verge of extinction. Over 90% of the global population is dead or infected. The few remaining survivors are scattered, starving, and desperate. Society is gone. Communications are failing. The world belongs to the dead now. With the infection spreading faster than humans can hide or fight, the last remnants of humanity are vanishing. The chances of survival have dropped to near zero. Humans are now a critically endangered species. Soon, there may be none left at all. This is not a warning. This is a final statement. Humanity is dying. The end is here.
America has fallen. The Necrovirus-X zombie outbreak has overrun every city, every town, every corner of the nation. Zombies walk the streets, relentless and insatiable. Military safe zones have collapsed. The government is gone. Communications have all but ceased. The few survivors left are scattered, isolated, and barely clinging to life. And it is not just America. The entire world has succumbed. Every continent, every nation overwhelmed. 99% of the human race is either dead or turned into zombies. The zombies rule the earth. Only a desperate 1% remain. The US military is in ruins, fractured, outnumbered, barely holding on. But there is one final hope. The Centers for Disease Control, CDC, has developed an experimental countermeasure, MAGE, a chemical agent designed to reverse the effects of Necrovirus-X, turning the zombies back into humans. But this was a desperate effort. There was no time for testing. The risks are extreme. There is a 50% chance that MAGE will work, that it will turn the zombies back into humans and give humanity a second chance. But there is also a 50% chance that it will fail. If it does, nothing will change. The world will remain lost, overrun by zombies. Humanity will remain on the brink of extinction. There will be no second attempt. MAGE will be dispersed into the atmosphere using custom-built missiles. This is our last gamble. It will either save us, or doom us to extinction. If you are still out there, if you can still hear this, pray. Pray that this works. Pray for a miracle. Pray for the survival of the human race. This may be the last message you ever hear. This broadcast will now end.
This is the final broadcast transmitted by the United States government. The cure has failed. Mage gas, our last desperate attempt to stop Necrovirus-X, did nothing. The zombies remain. The world is still theirs. The president and vice president are dead, killed by the zombies. The military is gone. The government is gone. The last cities, the final strongholds, have fallen. The world is over. If you are hearing this, you are among the last. But you will not last long. The zombies are everywhere. They do not rest. They do not stop. They do not think. They only hunger for human flesh. There are no more warnings. No more safe zones. No more hope. To those still listening, we are sorry. We lost. The United States national anthem will now play for the last time.
The world has fallen to the undead. Every nation has succumbed to the Necrovirus-X outbreak. Civilization is in ruins. Streets once filled with life now lie silent, overrun by hordes of zombies. Humanity teeters on the brink of extinction. But there is still hope. 50 miles north of Anchorage, Alaska, lies the Kodiak Mines, a fallout shelter originally built during the Cold War to house 10,000 people. Abandoned after the Cold War, the facility was purchased in 2001 and expanded to accommodate 50,000. It was meant to be a refuge in case of catastrophe. Now, with the humanity on the verge of extinction, the Kodiak Vault has been opened. We offer sanctuary. The journey will be dangerous, but survival awaits those who make it. In this dark world, we are not just survivors, we are the last stand of the human race. How to survive the journey? Avoid open areas. Zombies are relentless. They are drawn to movement and sound. Stay out of sight and keep noise to a minimum. Headshots only. Zombies can only be killed by destroying the brain. Use firearms, melee weapons, or anything that can destroy a brain. Weapons for survival. Ideal firearms include shotguns, for close-range devastation, rifles, for long-distance kills, and pistols, for emergencies. Melee weapons such as machetes, crowbars, and baseball bats with nails are effective in a pinch. Travel in groups. There is safety in numbers. A lone traveler is easy prey. Stock up. Bring food, water, ammunition, and medical supplies. Once you reach the vault, you will be safe, but the journey is unforgiving. Time is running out. In 90 days, the Kodiak Vault will be sealed permanently. No one will be admitted after the deadline. This is your only chance at survival. If we unite, we endure. If we endure, we rebuild. One day, we will find a cure for Necrovirus-X and rid the world of zombies. Until then, survival is all that matters. Stay sharp. Stay alive. This is not the end. This is salvation. The Kodiak Vault, together strong, united forever. Welcome to the Kodiak Vault. You are among the final survivors granted entry. Within moments, the vault will be permanently sealed. There will be no reopening, no second chances. The world outside is lost. Inside these walls, we endure. You made it. Consider yourself fortunate. However, survival demands order. To ensure peace, security, and the future of our people, all residents must abide by the following. Kodiak Vault Code of Conduct 3-strike policy. The Kodiak Vault enforces a strict 3-strike system. Accumulate 3 strikes, and the penalty is death. No theft. Stealing from fellow survivors undermines trust and stability. 1 strike. No violence. Physical altercations, regardless of provocation, will not be tolerated. 1 strike. No idleness. All able-bodied residents, 16 plus, must contribute to the survival of the vault. Refusal to work or repeated negligence results in 1 strike. No discrimination. We are all equal in survival. Any form of prejudice based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, disability, gender identity, or sexual orientation will result in 1 strike. 0 tolerance offenses. Certain crimes are considered an immediate threat to the stability of the vault and will be met with execution. No exceptions. Murder. The deliberate killing of another resident. Sexual assault. Any form of forced or non-consensual sexual contact. Treason. Any act of betrayal against the Kodiak Vault, including but not limited to, aiding external threats or enemies. Sabotaging vault operations, supplies, or security. Conspiring to overthrow or undermine vault leadership. The outside world has fallen, but within these walls, humanity has a second chance. Follow the rules. Respect one another. Work together, or perish alone. This is your new home. This is your new life. This is your second chance. Do not waste it. Kodiak Vault Administration. Assignment Notice. Each resident has been assigned a random identification number. Your number determines your housing assignment and mandatory job role within the vault. Assignments by number range. Number 1 to number 10. Apartment type, standard single room. Job role, food preparation and distribution. Number 11 to number 20. Apartment type, standard single room. Job role, vault security, entry level. Number 21 to number 30. Apartment type, standard single room. Job role, maintenance and engineering. Number 31 to number 40. Apartment type, standard double room, shared. Job role, medical assistance and sanitation. Number 41 to number 50. Apartment type, standard double room, shared. Job role, farming and hydroponics. Number 51 to number 60. Apartment type, family unit, for those with dependents. Job role, education and childcare. Number 61 to number 70. Apartment type, family unit. Job role, vault security, advanced. Number 71 to number 80. Apartment type, premium single room, larger, private. Job role, research and development, medical and scientific. Number 81 to number 90. Apartment type, premium single room. Job role, logistics and resource management. Number 91 to number 100. Apartment type, executive suite, for vault leadership and special assignments. Job role, vault administration and leadership. Number 101 to number 110. Apartment type, private quarters, military and law personnel. Job role, military and law enforcement, defense, order maintenance, strategy. All residents must report to their designated housing and workstations immediately upon arrival. Failure to comply may result in penalties. Welcome to the Kodiak Vault. Your duty ensures our survival. Kodiak Vault Viral Research Facility. Necrovirus-X Cure Report. All efforts to develop a cure or vaccine for Necrovirus-X have been met with failure. The virus's rapid and unpredictable mutations have rendered traditional antiviral treatments ineffective. Each time we make progress, the pathogen evolves, bypassing our latest defenses. Despite these setbacks, a breakthrough has been achieved, a successful vaccine for dogs. Canine test subjects injected with the vaccine developed full immunity, showing no symptoms of infection even when exposed to high viral loads. This suggests that, while the virus is adaptable, immunity can be induced under the right conditions. Unfortunately, attempts to adapt this vaccine for human use have proven unsuccessful. Necrovirus-X interacts differently with human physiology, attacking the central nervous system and rapidly spreading before an immune response can be triggered. Further research is required to bridge the gap between canine immunity and a viable human treatment. Current research priorities: understanding viral mutation patterns, identifying key mutation triggers to predict and counteract viral evolution. Cross-species immunity studies analyzing why the canine vaccine is effective and whether it can be modified for human application. Synthetic antiviral development exploring genetically engineered compounds capable of neutralizing Necrovirus-X before infection spreads. Progress is slow, but it is not hopeless. The vaccine proves that immunity is possible. We must push forward. The survival of humanity depends on it. Kodiak Vault Weaponry Facility DB-383 Zombie Buster Armor Report. Project DB-383, codenamed Zombie Buster, was designed as a specialized combat suit capable of withstanding the strongest zombie bites. The armor provides full body protection and includes built-in brass knuckles in the gloves, allowing the wearer to kill zombies with their bare hands. Additionally, the suit is equipped with a health monitoring system to track the user's condition in real time. The DB-383 is designed for long-term field use. It features an integrated waste management system, allowing the wearer to eat, urinate, and defecate without needing to remove the suit. A built-in communication system enables radio contact with other soldiers, ensuring coordination and safety during missions. While highly effective for individual combat, the overwhelming number of zombies worldwide makes large-scale deployment impractical. Eradicating all zombies using this suit alone would take an unrealistic amount of time. Current status: combat viability, proven effective in field tests. Lethality against zombies, high. Sustained use, supports eating, waste management, and radio communication with other soldiers. Further development, under review. Research continues. The fight for survival is ongoing. More advancements are needed. Kodiak Vault Weaponry Facility. ARZK Rifle Report. The ARZK, Assault Rifle Zombie Killer, is a state-of-the-art firearm engineered for maximum efficiency in undead combat scenarios. Designed for both precision and power, this rifle ensures that users can neutralize multiple threats with minimal ammunition expenditure. Ammunition and amp. Firepower: the ARZK utilizes pure graphene rounds, which are exceptionally strong and nearly unbreakable. These rounds can penetrate through dense materials, allowing a single shot to pierce through multiple zombies in a straight line. This feature significantly reduces the need for frequent reloading, making it highly effective in swarm situations. Customization options: the rifle supports modular attachments to enhance its versatility in various combat environments. It can be equipped with grenade launcher, fires explosive rounds, ideal for clearing large groups of zombies or creating barriers. Mini flamethrower, a compact, high-temperature flame attachment capable of incinerating targets at close range, preventing reanimation. Built for durability and precision, the ARZK maintains stability even in rapid-fire mode. Its ergonomic design reduces recoil, ensuring maximum accuracy in high-stress situations. Whether engaging in long-range sniping or close-quarters combat, this rifle excels as a top-tier zombie elimination weapon. With its advanced ammunition, customizable attachments, and superior design, the ARZK stands as one of the most reliable weapons in any zombie survival arsenal. Combat viability, effective in both urban and rural environments, excelling in mid to long range engagements. Requires minimal maintenance due to its advanced materials. Lethality against zombies, extremely high. Capable of neutralizing multiple undead with a single shot. Enhanced stopping power prevents reanimation. Sustained use, reliable under prolonged engagements, though minor overheating issues may occur with continuous rapid fire. Further heat dissipation improvements are under development. Further development, ongoing refinements include enhanced cooling mechanisms, improved attachment modularity, and potential integration with smart targeting systems for increased precision. Urgent message from the Kodiak Vault Administration. Stand by for an important announcement. For the past 5 years, the Kodiak Vault has been governed by an oligarchy, a small, select group of individuals controlling all major decisions. That era is over. We believe that every survivor has the right to a voice in our future. Democracy is not a luxury, it is a fundamental human right. It is time for the people of the Kodiak Vault to choose their own leader. Introducing the first Kodiak Vault presidential election. Kodiak Vault presidential election. What you need to know. Candidate registration. Weeks 1 to 2. Any qualified resident may declare their candidacy for president. Candidates must gather at least 1,500 signatures from Vault residents to be placed on the ballot. Campaign period. Weeks 3 to 6. Candidates will be given time to present their leadership plans. Public debates and speeches will be scheduled so you can learn about each candidate's policies. Voting day, week 8. Every resident aged 16 and older is eligible to vote. Voting stations will be set up throughout the vault. Each resident gets 1 vote, and the candidate with the most votes wins. Transition of power, week 9. Once voting is complete, the newly elected president will take office and serve a 5-year term. The previous administration will peacefully transfer power to the elected leader. What this means for you: this is a historic moment. For the first time, the people of the Kodiak Vault will decide their own future. No more rule by a select few. Our vote will shape our leadership, policies, and survival strategy moving forward. This election is not just about leadership, it is about ensuring a future built on fairness, unity, and progress. More details, including official candidates, debate schedules, and voting procedures, will be announced soon. Stay informed. Stay engaged. Our future begins now. Kodiak Vault Administration.
Fellow survivors, I'm Jasper Quinlan of the Iron Dominion Party. I need to remind you all that the world as we knew it is gone. The zombies own the earth, but we own this vault. Inside these walls, we have a second chance, a chance to rebuild, but only if we make the right choices. This is an opportunity to create a new order, a new society. But let's be honest, not everyone deserves to be saved. The truth is harsh, but it's the only way forward. Our resources are limited, and we cannot afford to waste them on the weak. In this vault, only the strong, the capable, and the valuable can survive. If we don't set clear boundaries now, we will fall into the same pit of collapse that doomed the old world. We are in a fight for survival. The disabled and the sick, these are not people who can contribute to the rebuilding of society. We cannot afford to care for those who drag us down. We need only the fit, the strong, and the resourceful. The Iron Dominion is about survival of the fittest. Those who cannot contribute must be removed. That's how we ensure our future. We will never defeat the zombies, no matter what anyone tells you. The sooner we accept that truth, the sooner we can fortify our defenses and ensure we remain safe. Let's stop fooling ourselves. Humanity can't reclaim the world. But we can ensure that this vault remains strong, that our people survive. That is the only future. I believe in strong leadership, a society where discipline reigns, and where we protect the future by controlling the population. We must eliminate inefficiency and make tough decisions now, decisions that secure our survival. We are not here to be fair. We are here to survive. The Iron Dominion will restore order through control, And in doing so, we will ensure that humanity thrives under a regime of strength and discipline. The strong survive. The weak perish. Vote for order, vote for strength. Vote for the Iron Dominion. Let's rise from the ashes. Together, we will restore power, not through compassion, but through control. Survival is earned. We own this vault, and we will decide who deserves to stay.
Fellow survivors, I'm Jasper Quinlan of the New Dawn Collective Party. Look around you. The old world is gone, but we are not. We stand at the threshold of a new beginning. We have the power to shape the future not based on fear, not based on cruelty, but on the values that make us human: compassion, equality, and unity. The Iron Dominion would have you believe that only the strong deserve to survive. They would tell you to abandon the sick, the disabled, and those who have made mistakes in the past. But that's not who we are. That's not who humanity is meant to be. We are not defined by our flaws, but by our ability to work together and rise above them. When we stand for each other, we are stronger. When we fight for each other, we win. Yes, our resources are limited, but that doesn't mean we abandon the vulnerable. The vault is space. We can adapt, innovate, and make room for every human life. Every person, whether they are healthy or sick, young or old, has something to offer this new world. Every life matters. The zombies may be a threat, but the Iron Dominion's solution is not the answer. We cannot survive by giving in to fear. We can't let them dictate our future. We are stronger than that. We can defeat the zombies. We have the intelligence, the ingenuity, and the unity to rebuild not just a vault, but the earth itself. Together, we will reclaim what was lost. And we will do more than just fight to survive. We can research a cure. We can work together, pool our knowledge, and find a way to end this nightmare not just for ourselves, but for future generations. Science, innovation, and determination have always driven humanity forward. This crisis is no different. We have a chance to save not just ourselves, but the world. I believe in a future where everyone has a chance to contribute, survive, and thrive. The New Dawn Collective will not leave anyone behind. We will rebuild, not through division and fear, but through unity, hope, and hard work. Together, we rise. Together, we rebuild. We will not allow anyone to be left behind. We will not abandon the weak because our true strength lies in our compassion. The future is ours to shape. It's time for us to fight for the world we deserve. Vote for hope. Vote for equality. Vote for the New Dawn Collective. Let's make this new world a place where every human is valued. Together, we will rise. Together, we will rebuild. And together, we will find a cure.
Fellow survivors, Liam Donovan and his New Dawn Collective would have you believe that survival is about kindness. That we can afford to care for everyone, no matter how weak, no matter how much they drain our resources. That we should waste time chasing fantasies of a cure instead of securing our survival. This is dangerous thinking. This is what will get us all killed. Let's be clear, the old world is gone. The zombies own the earth, what we have left, this vault. These resources, our chance to endure, must be protected at all costs. The New Dawn Collective believes in saving everyone, but they refuse to answer the hard question: what happens when there isn't enough food? When the supplies run dry? Compassion won't feed you. Hope won't protect you when the undead come crashing through the gates. They call us cruel. They call us heartless. But we are realists. We understand that not everyone can be saved. That not everyone deserves to be. The sick, the disabled, the criminals, Donovan says they all have a place. I say they are a liability. Every mouth we feed that does not contribute weakens our survival. Every resource wasted on those who cannot fight, cannot build, cannot work, puts all of us in danger. And this talk of a cure, a distraction, a fantasy. Do you think scientists didn't try before the world fell? Do you think governments didn't pour everything into finding a solution? There is no cure. There is only survival. And survival means making the hard choices. The Iron Dominion does not promise comfort. We do not promise false hope. We promise survival. We promise strength. We promise a future where the weak do not drag down the strong. Liam Donovan will tell you that we are monsters. that we are cruel. But ask yourself this, who is more dangerous, the man who tells you the hard truth, or the one who fills your head with comforting lies? The Iron Dominion will not gamble with our survival. We will not risk everything on the weak. We will ensure that those who remain deserve to be here. That they are capable. That they are strong. The strong survive. The weak perish. That is the truth. That is the way forward. And that is why you must vote for order. Vote for strength. Vote for the Iron Dominion.
Fellow survivors, Jasper Quinlan calls himself a realist. He says that we must abandon the weak, cast aside those who cannot fight, and surrender to a world where only the strong deserve to live. But let me ask you, is that the kind of world worth surviving for? Quinlan believes that cruelty is strength, that survival means sacrificing our humanity. But history has already proven him wrong. Look at what brought the old world to ruin: selfishness, division, the belief that some lives mattered more than others. The Iron Dominion would have us repeat those same mistakes. If we choose that path, we are no better than the walking corpses outside our walls. He claims there is no cure, that it's a waste of time to even try. But the greatest achievements of humanity came from those who refused to accept defeat. Medicine, technology, survival itself, none of it was built by those who gave up. And let's not forget, a successful vaccine against the zombie infection was developed for dogs. If we can do that, then surely we have the intelligence, the will, and the resources to find a solution for humans too. If there's even the smallest chance of a cure, then we owe it to ourselves, to our children, to the future, to find it. Because unlike Quinlan, I believe in something greater than just existing. I believe in rebuilding. And let's talk about resources. Quinlan says we can't afford to care for the vulnerable, that they are a burden. But tell me, who tends to the wounded? Who teaches the next generation? Who ensures that knowledge and history are passed on? Strength isn't just measured by muscle or a gun, it's measured by intelligence, by resilience, by the ability to build something that lasts. A society that only values brute force is doomed to collapse. Jasper Quinlan thinks hard decisions mean turning our backs on those in need. I say the hardest decision is choosing hope over fear. The Iron Dominion wants to rule through control and exclusion. The New Dawn Collective believes in survival through unity, through innovation, through finding a future worth living in. Together, we rise. Together, we rebuild. Don't let fear decide your future. Choose hope. Choose humanity. Choose the New Dawn Collective.
The results from the first voting day of the Kodiak Vault are in. In a close contest, Jasper Quinlan and his party, the Iron Dominion, have emerged victorious by only one vote. Jasper Quinlan is now officially the president of the Kodiak Vault. The original leadership of the Vault has officially transferred power to him. A message from President Quinlan.
This marks the beginning of a new era, an era focused on safeguarding the Vault and its resources. The journey ahead may be difficult at times, but the sacrifices we make now will be worth it in the end. I promise to protect our Vault, even if it means making tough decisions that may affect some along the way. Thank you for placing your trust in me. Together, we will secure our future. This is President Quinlan. The time has come for significant changes in the Kodiak Vault. While we have many dedicated and capable people, the Vault is facing a crisis. Our population is rapidly growing, and space is running out. Many of our residents are vital to the survival and growth of the Vault, contributing in essential ways. However, we also face a reality where some individuals are unable to contribute effectively. While this may be difficult to hear, we must acknowledge that resources are limited, and every decision must be made with the survival of the Vault in mind. There are individuals with disabilities, whether intellectual or physical, that may require constant care and cannot contribute to the necessary work of rebuilding. Others may have genetic conditions that will ensure future generations of dependents who will also require our resources indefinitely. As hard as it may be to admit, these individuals become a burden to our society. They take up valuable space and consume resources that are needed to ensure the survival of the capable. This is why I have signed an executive order requiring mandatory testing for all residents. Those who are unable to contribute or are likely to produce offspring that will place an ongoing strain on the vault will need to be removed for the sake of our future. These decisions are not made lightly, but they are necessary. The survival of the vault is my top priority.
Welcome to the Vault DNA Testing Center. In order to ensure the long-term success and sustainability of the Vault, all citizens are required to undergo a mandatory screening for disabilities and genetic defects. This process is crucial to ensuring the Vault's resources are reserved for those who can contribute effectively to the community. Step-by-step instructions. 1. Prepare for the test. Please approach the testing station and be ready to provide a small blood sample. The procedure is quick and straightforward. 2. The needle process. A trained technician will ask you to place your finger into the needle, where a small amount of blood will be drawn. This sample will be tested for any disabilities or genetic conditions that may hinder your ability to contribute to the Vault's success. 3. Post-test procedure. Once the blood sample is collected, you will be instructed to proceed to one of 2 designated waiting rooms, Room L or Room B. Here, you will wait for further instructions. 4. Result notification. After testing, you will be informed of your results. If the results indicate that you are fit for the Vault, you will be allowed to continue your residency and contribute to the community's work. However, if the results show that you are unfit for the Vault due to genetic defects or disabilities that will lead to dependency or hinder productivity, you will be exiled. This is a decision made for the greater good of the Vault, ensuring the survival and well-being of those who can contribute. We understand this process may be difficult, but it is necessary for the survival of our community. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Together, we will secure a strong future for the Vault. Test results complete. The test has been completed, and you have been assigned to Room K. This is the final step, where you will be informed whether you are healthy enough to continue living in the Vault. Please proceed to Room K for your results. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding. Your contribution to the future of the Vault is greatly appreciated. Welcome to Room K. We regret to inform you that you have not passed the test. After careful review, it has been determined that you are not fit to continue living in the Vault. We understand this is difficult, but your removal is necessary for the greater good of the Vault. Now releasing cyanide gas. Please remain calm. This process is in accordance with the Vault's policies. Goodbye.
This is Donovan of the New Dawn Collective. President Quinlan has ordered the extermination of all disabled individuals and those deemed genetically imperfect. This is an atrocity, an act so inhumane that we cannot stand by and let it happen. We cannot allow the Vault to be governed by fear and cruelty. I have already taken action. My team has seized control of the armory, and we now possess the DB-383 armor and ARZK rifles. We are ready to defend the innocent and fight back against this unjust regime. You know in your heart that killing innocent people, especially those who cannot defend themselves, is wrong. This is not the Vault we promised to build. It is not the future humanity deserves. If you are truly human, if you still hold on to the values of compassion, dignity, and unity, then I call upon you join me in destroying this oppressive government. Stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Meet us in Sector 23. Together, we will rise and fight for a future where everyone is valued, regardless of their abilities or genetic makeup. This is the time to act. Join us, or live in silence, complicit in the suffering of your fellow survivors. The choice is yours.
The radical terrorist group The New Dawn Collective, led by Donovan, is attempting to overthrow the government. This rebellion was born from her thirst for ultimate power and her inability to accept that I won the election fairly. I have already given orders for the Vault military to mobilize and proceed to Sector 23 to swiftly neutralize this terrorist threat. Do not listen to her lies. Liam Donovan and her supporters claim that I ordered the extermination of disabled and genetically imperfect people. This is a blatant lie. I will never kill innocent people. The truth is, I ordered their exile to ensure the Vault's survival, not their deaths. Stay strong, stay loyal, and trust in the leadership that was elected by the people. The Vault will remain safe and secure. We will restore order, and we will not allow these criminals to tear apart our future.
We are not lying. We are telling the truth, and we have the evidence to prove it. We retrieved this video footage from Sector 14, where the DNA testing was being conducted. Watch and listen to the horrifying truth.
Welcome to Room K. We regret to inform you that you have not passed the test. After careful review, it has been determined that you are not fit to continue living in the vault. We understand this is difficult, but your removal is necessary for the greater good of the vault. Now releasing cyanide gas. Please remain calm. This process is in accordance with the vault's policies. Goodbye.
We also witnessed the aftermath. The dead bodies were burned in an incinerator. Do not be deceived by Quinlan's lies. He is responsible for these murders. He is manipulating you into thinking he is protecting the vault, but his actions speak for themselves. Fight with us. We have already taken 16 sectors and are moving swiftly. Sector 21 is our next target. That is where the central power station is located. Once we control it, we can shut down the systems Quinlan uses to control the other sectors and easily defeat him. After that, we will execute Quinlan for his crimes against humanity. The future of the vault belongs to those who stand for equality and justice, not oppression. Join us. The new dawn is rising.
The terrorists, led by Liam Donovan and his radical group, have taken control of multiple sectors, and as a result, I have ordered their power to be cut off from 24 sectors. This is a necessary action to prevent further chaos and ensure the safety of the vault. I have also declared martial law to restore order. Our soldiers are more trained, more disciplined, and more loyal to the vault than these insurgents ever will be. We will stop them. To the terrorists, stop now, and I will grant you a quick and painless death. Continue this rebellion, and you will face slow and painful death for your crimes. You had the opportunity to choose peace, but now you must face the consequences of your actions. The vault will remain under control. The new dawn will not rise.
All New Dawn troops are ordered to pull out of all sectors and focus our efforts on Sector 21. The central power station is our primary target, and we must take control of it as soon as possible. This is the key to disabling Quinlan's hold on the vault. Once we seize Sector 21, we can cripple his control over the other sectors and bring an end to his oppressive regime. Move quickly, stay sharp, and prepare for the final push. The future of the vault depends on what we do next. Victory is within our reach.
The New Dawn Collective is proving to be more strategic than anticipated. Intelligence confirms that they are mobilizing their entire army toward the central power station in Sector 21. This facility is vital to our infrastructure. Losing it is not an option. Effective immediately, I have ordered the Vault military to deploy and secure the power station before the enemy arrives. All available units must stand by for further directives and be prepared to kill the terrorists. Today, we have endured an attack. But we will not falter. We will stand. We will prevail.
This This is the Vault Central Power Station. We are currently in the midst of an intense gunfight between government forces and the terrorist group led by Donovan. The ongoing firefight has caused significant damage to the power station, which is currently at 25% damage. This power station is the heart of the vault's defenses, and if it reaches 100% damage, it will explode, unsealing the vault's doors and allowing the zombies to breach our walls. This would lead to the extinction of humanity, as the vault is the last known bastion of human civilization. All power station workers must evacuate immediately to ensure their safety and prevent further casualties. The government soldiers will remain to protect the power station and prevent any further damage to critical systems. The safety of the vault, and humanity itself, rests on the survival of this station. Evacuate now, and remain vigilant. This is the Vault Central Power Station. The situation is rapidly deteriorating. The power station is now 36% damaged. The constant firefight has caused more destruction, and the damage is escalating quickly. The power station is now 49% damaged. It has now reached 52% damage. The damage has increased to 67%. We are now at 79% damage. The power station is now at 88% damage. It is critically damaged. Stop this firefight immediately. If the power station is destroyed completely, it will explode, unsealing the vault and allowing zombies to breach our defenses, resulting in the extinction of humanity. This is a critical moment. We cannot afford to let the station fail. All personnel must cease hostilities immediately to prevent total collapse. The survival of the vault, and humanity, depends on it. Stop the fighting now and protect the power station at all costs. Warning. 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 The Vault Central Power Station is now 99% damaged. A power explosion is imminent. Brace for explosion. All personnel must take immediate action to secure their safety. The blast from the explosion will be catastrophic, and the vault will be at risk of breaching, allowing zombies to enter and potentially wiping out humanity. This is the final warning. Get to safety immediately. The explosion is about to occur.
This is President Quinlan, speaking to you for the last time. A firefight erupted at the Vault Central Power Station between government forces and insurgents. In the chaos, the station was destroyed. The explosion breached our vault seals, and now, the dead are coming. The last refuge of humanity, Kodiak Vault, will soon fall. When it does, our species will vanish forever. Some of you still have weapons. You may fight. You may hold them off for a time. But know this, resistance is not survival, the vault is lost. Even if a few endure, there will not be enough to rebuild. There will be no resurgence, no second chance. This is extinction. If you still believe in something beyond this life, now is the time to find solace in it. The past cannot be undone. Our mistakes cannot be rewritten. But perhaps, in these final moments, we can find absolution. I know some of you will cling to hope. But hope is a cruel thing when there is nothing left to hope for. If there is any mercy left in this universe, it is beyond our reach. And so, with all the sorrow in my heart, I say this, the end has come. May God have mercy on us all. I'm sorry.
This is Donovan of the New Dawn Collective. After 5 long years in the vault, we have witnessed the collapse of humanity and the devastation of our once great civilization. But today, I bring you news of hope. For years, the zombies once the greatest threat to our survival have slowly faded away. With no more humans to hunt or feed on, they have perished. Our scouts ventured beyond the vault, and their reports confirm what we dared to believe. The zombies are no more. What remains are nothing but mummified, emaciated corpses, as there were no more humans left to feed on, and as a result, what remains are nothing but mummified, emaciated corpses, as there were no more humans left to feed on, and as a result, they slowly starved to death. Additionally, we have extracted a very weak form of Necrovirus-X from the zombie bodies and successfully developed a vaccine. The Necrovirus-X is now harmless. Take a deep breath and stay calm. We are not facing extinction at the hands of the undead. The zombies are extinct. We have outlived them. The greatest threat to our survival has been erased by time and circumstance. While we have lost much, we are still here. We have survived, and though the future is uncertain, it is not without possibility. There is no immediate danger from the undead. President Quinlan, however, has fled. He abandoned his post, leaving us to pick up the pieces. But we will not be led by fear. We will take back what is ours. We will rebuild what we've lost and rediscover this new world. It is our time to rise, to reclaim the earth, and to build a future from the ashes of the past. So take a breath. Calm down. The world is still ours. Together, we will rebuild. Together, we will reclaim what has been lost. Together, we will reclaim what has been lost.